Okay, what we were discussing last day is about repetition, and especially we have discussed about for loops, right? I said that for loop is used where you know the starting point, ending point, and step in. So if these are clear, if the starting point is clear, ending point is clear, stop in and step in is clear, so then we can easily implement for loop. You can see this is starting from 1, going up to 10, going 1 by 1. Here this is starting from 10, going up to 1, minus 1 by 1 in the reverse direction. This is starting from 1, going up to 10, going 2 by 2. So it's very, very easy and straightforward. And we have discussed about the square numbers too, right? And I asked you to try for Fibonacci and triangular if possible. So let's try that too. Let's try for the square numbers. So this we have tried last day, but just to revise, you can start from 1, going up to 10, go 1 by 1. Actually, going 1 by 1 can be done this way. I equal I plus 1, or you can just say I plus plus, or even you can say plus plus I. So anything will work, right? Or I equal I plus plus is not needed. You can just tell I plus plus because anyway it will be equivalent, right? Or you can say I equal I plus 1. Right now, in the printing phase, you have to print I into I. That's the difference, right? In the printing phase, you have to print this. Actually, so before printing, let's print the state like heading also, and then system.out.println. Here, actually, you can say integers from 1 to 10, just to give it a meaning. Then here, I'm going to print this plus a space, print this plus space. So let me show what will happen if I do something like this. Move into the terminal and then move into, where did we save this? In our documents. So you have to go to the document folder after this, CD documents, or CD documents. Okay. Then let's Java C for exercise 12 dot Java. Oh, system.out.println print system.out.print. Okay, so let's interpret now the compiled code. You can see it's printing this way here, 1 space, 2 space up to 10. So this is horizontally printing. Print ln will go print and go to the next line, but print will print and go keep a space, horizontal spacing. So that is the difference between the print ln and print. So let's add that to the other things also. The reverse ones, printing integers from 10 to 1. And this one should be print, and after that a space. Here it's printing odd numbers from 1 to 10. Yeah, it's printing odd numbers, print here and space here. Here actually square numbers from 1 to 10. From 1 to 10, no, 1 to 100, sorry. 1 to 100, and should be print here. And after this statement, let's have another bracket to separate this and plus space. That's the closing part. Let's save, compile, and interpret. You can see now, oh. So after this also we have to print ln empty line. After each pattern, you have to print ln empty line. It's my mistake. After this also println is needed. After this also just printing end line is needed. Compilation and interpretation. You can see it's integers from 1 to 10, integers from 10 to 1, odd numbers from 1 to 10, star numbers from 1 to 100. It's printing this way. Even you can have few more spaces. Oh, there's another way of doing that. So println will print a new line. With that, you can print the new line escape sequence character that will print additional line. See here. Println will go to the new line, and this new line character will add another line. So you will have two spaces. You can add any number of new line characters, right? Any number of new line characters you can add. I'm going to add only one character there. Now it has space between each of these lines, which is more meaningful and clear to read. Integers. Okay, now it's clear to the readers. So you can format your code accordingly. And before that, I would like to move to the next part, that is what? The triangular numbers. We have done this already, but the thing is, in case if you cannot remember, let's do that. Triangular numbers are 1, 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3, that plus 4, that plus 5. That means you need to go one by one here. But you have to keep triangular. Okay, I'm keeping another variable, integer variable, triangular number tn, and initially tn is int, tn, and initially it is 0. And what I'm going to do to compose the first triangular number, I'm going from 1 to 10. Okay, that's totally okay. So then what I'm going to do is the next triangular number is equal to, I'm telling it I, the current triangular number plus the I. And after that, I'm printing the triangular number tn, triangular number, saving there. And let's run the code. You can see when I execute this, and it's printing 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. It's very, very easy. Only thing that you have to do is start with 0, keep adding the incremented integer. First add 1, then add 2 to that, then add 3 to that, then add 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8. Likewise, keep incrementing the value that is going, and that should be added to the same tn triangular number. That's it. We have done this, right? And one more thing, that is the Fibonacci. Fibonacci is basically adding the previous integer. Not sure the spellings are correct. Yeah, it's okay. Fibonacci series. Sequence, you can say. Again, you can start from the, the first Fibonacci is 1. The second Fibonacci is like, let's say FB1 or Fib1 is 1, and Fib2 is 2, also 1. Both Fibonaccis are 1. So you can start by printing those two Fibonaccis first. Can do this like system.out.println. The first Fibonacci is Fib1, and after that a space. Second Fibonacci is Fib2, and after that another space. So this you can do manually, because the first and second. Then actually what you need to do, you have to keep adding the Fibonaccis. So Fib1 and Fib2 will generate the next Fib. Actually here you are printing, what you need to do, Fib next. This should be it. Fib next is equal to fib1 plus fib2. So that will generate the next fib. Actually, here you have to print the next fib. Right. And after printing that, you have to do small change. Fib next equal fib1, fib2. And after that, you have to do a very small change. That is basically fib. Next is generated. Fib1 will become the next fib. Is it? No. Fib1 will become fib2. And fib2 will become next fib, I guess. So let's try. It's not needed. So let's compile and interpret and see compilation. Consider the spelling mistakes because it's affecting a lot to your code. Okay, you can see 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5. It's generating, right? So our logic is correct. Okay, you can try these things. These are the things that we did with these are the experimental things that we did with loops, actually for loop. I have few more experiments. So you can just edit your code accordingly. First write these codes and let's see how we can edit and get this done for the next set of questions. First of all, please copy down this and try by your own. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes. I think it's enough because you have already done the coding. Only thing is you have to edit it. What we are going to do is we are going to test few more exercises. We are going to try with few more exercises. So please write down this as a question. Create a Java program. Create a Java program to print the following patterns. Create a Java program to print the following patterns. Let me draw the patterns first. And I'm using a single symbol, that is asterisk. You can change the symbol if you need, but the pattern should be there. Okay, let me show that. Let me type those patterns. You can copy down the pattern first, write that in your book as a question. Then, so after writing that, you can implement that using Java programming. see here, the first one is like you can see you are printing this 5 horizontally and 5 vertically. In order to do such thing, so if you are using loops, so let's modify the same program that we have done. If you are using loops and if you are doing same thing, so what you need to do is you need a loop which is running 5 times. Simplest thing is that you need a loop which should run 5 times, and each time you need to print asterisk. Each time you need to print an asterisk like this. Okay, so I'm printing an asterisk. Okay, then, so let me run this code and show you the results. As a result, you can see here, as my, okay, just see. After the Fibonacci, I need to see, didn't I save this? Save this. After the Fibonacci series, just need to show you this asterisk patterns. System.out.print. Okay, done. Saving and compiling, interpreting right patterns. You can see asterisks there, right? 5 asterisks horizontally. After each horizontal line, you need a, so after each horizontal line, that after 5 asterisks, you need to go to the next line. That is obvious. That's understandable, easy, right? Logical. What you need to do, you need to go to the next line. After typing 5 asterisks, go to the next line. That you have to command. But you need to repeat this whole process, everything. Repeat this whole process for 5 times. Why? Because you need 5 more lines. Therefore, I'm using another variable. Let's say for j, and j less than this and j plus plus. And I need to execute this entire story. Entire story means this part 5 times. So this is actually a nested loop. I have to execute this specific code 5 times. So let's see what will happen. And that will give you this result. Patterns, you can see 5, 5, 5, 5. This is the first one. And after that, you have to change, manipulate this and do accordingly. Actually here, not always 5. For the next one, what you can do? You can include j here. I less than or equal to j. The first time j is 1. So 1 asterisk. The second time j is 2. 2 asterisk. The third time j is 3. 3 asterisks. Likewise, it will keep incrementing the asterisks. It will keep incrementing the asterisks. Can you see? 1 asterisk, 2, 3, 4, 5. Likewise, it increases and propagates. So that's the thing. Similar to that, you have to manipulate. By manipulating these 2 loops, you can do all other things. I invite you to experiment on this as a homework. Just take a screenshot, experiment on this, and then continue. Okay, so let's see the result in next day. Take a screenshot and try. Please give a try, right? Okay. Let's see you next day. Bye.